Hello, YouTube. It is August 7th, 2019, and we're back after over a year to talk about none other than the legendary queen of comedy. She is the most awarded comedian in the history that is currently living. She's been in the game for over 20 some years, and she is a Oscar-winning actress. I don't know if she has any Emmys, but I do know that she is by far still the most awarded comedian in history. So we're here to darn gonna put some respect on Miss Monique's name, honey. So we're here to talk about Miss Nikki Parker. And just in case y'all don't get distracted, I am wearing a tank top, honey. I know the way I'm cropped out, y'all might be thinking I'm wearing darn gonna bra or something, but honey, we still flatsy patsy anyway. Someday I will have my titty, honey, but it's not the darn gone day. It's darn gone hot. It's darn gone 100 degrees. My fans is barely keeping. Y'all want to hear the fans and everything. So yeah, y'all want to see this darn gone newly waxed skin today. The reason why I don't got my shirt, my full shirt on, is because I just waxed my skin and I just oiled myself down with my shea butter. So yeah, we letting that silk in. So y'all seeing all this darn gone brown skin girl. It shine like pearl. But honey, we here to talk about another brown skin sister, honey. Miss Melanated, highly favored Miss Monique. Tell it like it is, honey. Monique Mo Mouth, honey. She is here on Comedy Hype, and they did an hour and a half interview, which they broke down into not one, not two, not three, but I believe seven segments. Let me see. One, two, three, four, five, six, and last but certainly not least, set translate to the Anglais, seven. So yeah, seven videos, honey. So obviously y'all can tell by the title she went over Tyler Perry. Honey, she left no stone unturned. She went back to explain her situation with Oprah. Oprah is about the shadiness with the family, having her family on, and then shortly after her father unfortunately passed, and then her mother passed in 2017, I believe. 2017. Um, she passed, and that was right in the midst of the. No, it wasn't. It was just last year, I believe, because it was in the midst of the Tyler Perry scandal, which she brings up. Then she brings up the Steve Harvey, Charlene the Goddess, Charlamagne, honey, or as Monique say, Charlamagne, honey, Charlamagne. So she done brought up go to Charlamagne, honey. And but pretty much and Lee Daniels, honey, Miss Lee Daniels, honey. So let's get into revisiting this topic about pay equality and why I don't think Monique should shut up, and why she brings up a valid point about how playing the game and waiting for the next one does not do right, and how this interview actually catches Tyler Perry with his foot in his mouth, because they actually played a recording of darn on Tyler Perry. This is the one right here. So go ahead and go to Comedy Hype to listen to it. They ain't gonna copy strike your girl over here, honey. So y'all go and click this. You hear the recording of Tyler Perry saying he's gonna come out and admit and vindicate Monique's name, that she was not difficult to work with, that they've never officially worked together. Her obligation was to Lee Daniels. She filled her contractual obligations, but they wanted her to fly herself out for free on her dime during a time where she was running the Monique show and she was doing a world tour. So you want her to go and do this extra stuff out of pocket at her expense. And she only got paid $50,000 for the movie, which she did not mind because she was doing it as a solid for Lee Daniels. So it wasn't about the movie; it's about the principle. It's like, I'm already helping you out for $50,000. I get $50,000 per comedy gig, and now you want me to darn gonna come out my own pocket to darn gonna promote this shit internationally. And then there was a spoken contract. See, this is why we always want to get shit in writing. Because now she's saying that there was a contract where she was promised to get paid on the back end upwards of 10% for the movie. Now, the movie done went and grossed all these tens of millions of dollars, and Monique ain't get paid for it. Now, Tyler Perry said, I want to make sure you get that darn on money. And then she said he offered her $500,000. But then Precious went to gross 60 million. So if she was supposed to be offered anywhere from 5 to 10% on the back end, the least amount that you should have been coming to the table with was $3 million. 6 million if we're talking about matching 10%. So she's already shitted out of that money just because she went on a verbal promise to her darn friend. She chopped that under the darn bridge and darn let the money darn go. It wasn't until he came out years later with Empire where all this shit darn stirred up again. They was actually cool. People don't know this shit. People talking about Monique's been bitching and complaining for about 15 years. Number one, Precious came out in 2009. It's only 2019. Stop trying to put 15 on 10. It's only been 10 years. And it hasn't even been a complaint for the full 10 years because the fact is Lee Daniels didn't go on TV talking shit about darn gone Monique until what, about 2000, late 2014 to early 2015. So this was years after the fact. They were still cool, so much so that Monique actually awarded Lee Daniels a LGBT Pride Award. He selected her to be the person to hand him a LGBT award at a function. So this was not nothing really about the money. It's all about the principle for the most part, from what I'm gathering when it comes to Monique. Now, as far as Tyler Perry and how he got caught up in his hypocrisy, was when he told Monique if she would have just played the game, she would have been guaranteed in her following movies to make upwards of $6 million if she win the Oscar, or $3 million if she was just simply nominated. And I'm going to show you how that's a bunch of bullshit and how he doesn't even follow that rhetoric. Now he's talking about he's guaranteeing darn stuff and all this, that, and the darn 30 if only she played the game. And y'all, from everybody, from Funky Don, even everybody else saying that she darn shot herself in the foot, she darn burnt all these bridges. If she would have played the game, she would have been getting the big paychecks. So let me go ahead and darn call Mrs. Medea to the darn carpet, honey, and how she lied. Now, if Tyler Perry was darn saying that you should be getting paid no less than $6 million if you win the Oscar, then I would ask y'all to ask Tyler Perry, how come he has not paid Taraji P. Henson? And I wish Monique would have said it just like this. See, Monique's problem is she darn goes around the Mayberry bush, and she should have just been blunt with the shit. I don't like that nice, nasty, darn being passive aggressive. Monique, this was the time to be a complete big bitch, honey. You should have just went there and said, well, honey, you darn talking about paying Taraji the highest that she's ever gotten paid. You paid Taraji her quote, but did you pay her what she's worth? Now, that's all elegant and smooth and stuff, but I would have went and darn used his own words against him and said, well, you said if I would have played the damn game, I was guaranteed $6 million. Now, why didn't you darn offer Taraji P. Henson $6 million and she worked with you and she's a darn Academy Award winning actress? She has now been in 2 movies for Tyler Perry, actually 3. If we go all the way back to what's that one where she played with the Latino guy? I can't think of it. Let me pull up movies featuring Taraji and Tyler Perry. I can do that all by myself. Movies featuring Lord. Tyler Perry movies featuring Taraji P. Henson. Okay, I can do that all by myself. Okay, at that time in 2009, she did not have the Oscar, so I can understand that. But by the time 2018 rolled around, Taraji's already Academy Award winning actress, multiple doggone NAACP awards, and she has won the Primetime Emmy. So shouldn't she darn gotten paid no less than darn $6 million for the movies that she's been with you for the past 3 years, Tyler? Because we darn in my last video, which will be down below, we went over the top paid celebrities and nobody in there was black for the most part. No black female. Ironically, I think who came in at number 10? The girl who played Pretty Woman. The actress who played Pretty Woman came in at number 10 for a guest featured role that paid her like $10 million. I can't think of her name right now. Is it Sandra Bullock that I'm thinking of? If that's the case, all that will be down in the description box below. But needless to say, wasn't no black woman. And if Taraji P. Henson was gotten paid what she was worth, she would have been in that top 10. Because the top 10 rounded out with somebody making like $11 million. Now Taraji P. Henson makes roughly $250,000 per episode of Empire, and Empire has 16 episodes. So right there alone, that's $4 million. Then you would have added the movie, that would have put her right at $6 million. But then didn't she do 2 movies that year? So by default, shouldn't she have been at $16 million before taxes? Now that's what I would have asked. That's what I would have darn gonna said on Comedy Hype. So let's go to Taraji P. Henson Awards real quick. I done pulled everybody up. I want to make sure I'm not darn gonna I don't got my facts out of line. So Taraji P. Henson, career earliest 2002, Baby Boy. She was nominated, BET Awards. You know that really doesn't hold weight, honey. It is what it is, unfortunately. NAACP Award, she won in 2008 for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Motion Picture. Then she got a ton more nominations. Then she won the NAACP Awards again in 2010. The Black Reel Awards in 2011. Once again, more NAACP Image Awards. Now she's nominated for the Primetime Emmys. She got the Golden Globe Awards. So by the time you win the Golden Globe, you should be making at least $1 million per movie with a Golden Globe nomination. Outstanding Actress in a Drama Series, NAACP. Screen Actor. Okay, this is when she got the Oscar. So she got the Oscar in 2017. Now, her movies done came out in 2018. Now, Tyler, I'm trying to figure out why in the hell she didn't get the darn on $6 million paycheck. Now, you said if she would have played the game. Now, Taraji P. Henson done played the game and still ain't gotten paid. So let's bring up somebody else that you work with, Whoopi Goldberg, because Whoopi Goldberg had a lot of shit to darn gonna say, talking about if she would have played, that she should have been worried about herself instead of the next person coming. Which video was that she talked? Let me see. Monique cries over Whoopi Goldberg telling her not to worry about the next person coming. So there's that video right there. Now let's go to Whoopi Goldberg accolades. She is one of very few people who has the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and the Tony. With her very first wins as early as 1985 for The Color Purple, she won the Academy Award. So she got the Academy Award way back in 1985. Then she got the Grammy Award not but a year later in 1986. Then you got the Image Award in 1987. Damn, Nickelodeon been out that long? Shit. 1988, she got a darn on something on Nickelodeon. Got something again for Nickelodeon. Honey, Nickelodeon been out for a minute. I ain't even know that, y'all. Y'all know I'm a 90s babe. So 1991 comes around. She wins the Daytime Emmy Award she wins the Golden Globe Award, Best Supporting Actress in a Motion Picture for Ghost. So now she got 2 awards. Now she got the Golden Globe. She got the darn Academy Award at this point. More Image Awards. She win it for Ghost. Nickelodeon, honey. Nickelodeon love and miss darn on legendary comedian, honey. She gets more nominations. We go into 1996. There we go with some more. The GLAAD Award, 1999. I'm trying to see when she got the Emmy Award. Okay, there we go. She got the first Emmy Award way back in 2001. Cause I knew she got the Emmy Award before she went on the View. She ain't get on the View until like 2006. So let me see. And then of course they won for the View. Oh no, that's 2007. She won for the View in some year. What year did they win the Emmy for the View? Okay, the View was 2009, so they won all the way back in 2009. So this is a multi-Emmy winning and multi-Academy winning darn actress who holds the prestigious title of EGOT. So with that being said, shouldn't darn Whoopi by default, who has over 30 years in the game, who's always and never stirred the pot or nothing, who's always been the go-to girl, shouldn't by your own logic, Tyler Perry, her ass shouldn't be getting paid no less than $10 million. Now you got Sandra Bullock darn getting paid $12 million for a guest feature. And we can say Whoopi Goldberg's classifications is very comfortable to darn Sandra Bullock. Matter of fact, she got more prestigious awards and titles and accolades than Sandra Bullock, but she's getting paid less, even in starring roles, in comparison to Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock can get paid $12 million for a guest feature, yet Whoopi Goldberg can't even say that she's even seen an 8-figure darn check as a starring darn actress. And then you darn put her in a movie and you didn't even pay her what she's worth. But you darn meanwhile telling Monique that, oh, I'm going to guarantee you some money. I'm going to guarantee that if you win the Oscar and you just do right, you'll get paid this. But the two actresses who have not done nothing to shake up the table, you ain't in did them right, and you was in a position to pay them. You ain't paid darn Taraji, nor did you darn pay Whoopi Goldberg. And then I love how darn now this is when darn Monique got crunk a little bit when she went and talked about Tiffany Haddish. And I didn't even know this. She brought that shit right back around full circle when she mentioned the Queen Bee, honey, in the portrayal of darn Cadillac Records with the legendary darn portrayal of Etta James. Now, if y'all go back to the video where she's darn reading down Tyler Perry for Fifth, she mentions how, matter of fact, let me go ahead and play a little bit at the end. Maybe if I play it at the direct end, I won't get no copyright strike because it'll fall under fair usage.
Remember when I see when no one's watching, who are you? To when everyone's watching. Call. See, if you remember the movie, and then he said, I paid her more than she's ever made.
Hold on, let me go back to here.
I'm the first person to pay Taraji P. Henson the most money she's ever made. And then we said, but did you pay her fairly? And then he said, I paid her more than she's ever made. What does that mean, brother? When you go and buy Tiffany Haddish a car, see, if we remember the movie Cadillac Records, I'll keep buying you a car, but I won't give you what you're worth. So,
because if I give you what you're worth, you can buy your own car.
I don't need you to buy no car. I don't need you to pay for me to go on no vacation. Just give me what my resume says I'm supposed to get. So when you ask me how does it feel to not hear him?
See, once again, excellent point. It's like, why the fuck you buying me $100,000 darn car? If you would have just gave me my darn $1 million paycheck. Now, this doesn't necessarily work for Tiffany Haddish because she's darn new in the industry, but definitely when it comes to Taraji P. Henson, because once again, let's darn pull up Taraji P. Henson's darn resume, though. Taraji P. Henson goes all the way back to darn 2002, 2003, with her major awards as early as 2008 with the NAACP awards. Academy nominations as early as 2008. Now, didn't you say once you become nominated, you should be making no less than darn on $3 million? Well, Taraji darn on got nominated as early as 2008. Yet she says that she hasn't even gotten a movie that's paid her $1 million. She's still getting movie quotes for $250,000 and $300,000. So that ain't too far off from what Monique is being offered, really. But y'all darn on was quick to say Monique was darn on tripping though. So let's go to another person. My darn on favorite, Viola Davis. Let's go to her darn on history. Now she is an Emmy winner, Oscar winner, and two-time Tony winning actress. Let me see. I want to go to her awards real quick before going into her. Where is she at? Okay, there she go. And I know this is all getting redundant because I did this before, but I got to pull this back up because it's like the conversation never gets old. She won the Academy in 2016 for Fences. Then got the British Award in the same year, which I think she broke a record for being the first actress to get an award for Best Supporting Actress in both the UK and in the United States simultaneously. Then she got the Emmy Award for How to Get Away with Murder. We're going to go into the pay equality that she has with that. We already touched on that in the last video, but we're going to revisit that revisit her pay inequality with How to Get Away with Murder, which is coming up on its final season. Then she got the Golden Globe for Fences again. These are the Screen Actor Guilds Awards. She won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Critic Choice Awards. The list goes on and on. NAACP Awards, she won 4 of those. Critic Awards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait a minute, there's some more. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17. Okay, that's more than I can even count. Oh, those are all different award categories. My bad. Miscellaneous awards. Theater. There's her 2 Tony Awards, 2010 where she played in Fences, and all the way back in 2001 where she played in King Henry the Second. And then, of course, the Drama Desk Awards, she got those all the way as early as 2001, nominated as early as 1996, but has been in this game for over 30-some years, has an Emmy, an Oscar, and a Tony. She's just one notch below Whoopi Goldberg as far as award accreditations. She has proclaimed to be at the top of the pay list, and we're going to go into that article. So here's Viola Davis' own words. So Viola Davis is the big name in Hollywood these days, so big she was recently asked to speak with women in the world CEO. Ooh, child. I thought it was Waterbug came in the house, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. Darn on paranoid at my own shadow. Shoot. But let's get back into it. Y'all know I'm in the dang on South, and we always get that one water bug that likes to come in when it rains. Honey, I made sure to spray the outside with an extra raid, so if one comes in, it'd be instantly dead. But got nervous for a moment. But anyways, during the conversation which happened on Wednesday, Davis took the opportunity to talk about her career in Hollywood, slamming the pay gap she and other women of color have faced in Hollywood over the years, according to the actress. I have a career that's probably comparable to Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore, and Sigourney Weaver. They have the same path as me, and yet I am nowhere near them. Not as far as money, not as far as job opportunities, nowhere close to it. People say you're a black Meryl Streep. We love you, but there is no one like you. Okay, then if there is no one like me, you think I'm that, you pay me what I'm worth. Viola Davis has been acting since the 90s. However, it took her some time to step in the limelight. Her early roles included social worker in Traffic and policeman in Kate Leopard. Gradually, Davis began to be noticed more in Hollywood, earning bigger roles on TV and movies. But it was only after she took a key supporting role in Doubt opposite of Meryl Streep that she started gaining momentum in terms of accolade. Now she headlined big TV shows like How to Get Away with the Murder. She has um, she has her foot in the door in the superhero role, and she's earned 3 Academy Award nominations, winning for Fences last year. So then it goes on to say, not everyone has an overnight path to fame. Some people work in bits parts for years before landing a leading gig. I personally remember when she played on Law and Order. I seen Annalise Keaton way back then, honey. But however, according to what Viola Davis recently said to Tina Brown, it's not about being the most famous person in Hollywood. It's about getting more opportunities per Davis. We probably we get probably a tenth what a Caucasian woman gets, and I'm number one on the call sheet. So this is the number one black actress still speaking that she barely gets paid 2 million. But once again, Tyler Perry has said that Monique was guaranteed 6 million. Taraji P. Henson was supposed to be getting 6 million. Whoopi Goldberg should be getting no less than 10 million. Now you got somebody who's the number one on the call sheet because now the excuse was, well, Monique ain't been out for a moment. Monique ain't hot no more. Monique needs to get a few more movies back in. She needs to prove herself again. Well, you got somebody who's currently the top black woman in the darn gone game. She don't have nothing to prove, and she only getting paid damn $2 million. So let that make sense, darn on Tyler Perry. You got the number one darn on black woman on the call sheet, only getting $2 million, but you promising people like Monique that she supposed got 6. So you don't think that you ain't contributing and perpetuating the problem? Come on, Tyler. Her comments are coming during the week that, that's when Black Panthers come out. This was taken all the way last year, so we're gonna scroll through that. So then we're gonna go into how much she makes on How to Get Away with Murder. So to put this into context, for the first few seasons, How to Get Away with Murder was actually averaging over 15 million viewers, and at one point in time was making more viewers than Law and Order SVU. Now that's important to mention because Marisha Hargitay, who is my favorite actress, she was rightfully getting paid $750,000 per episode for Law and Order SVU. Now I understand, yes, she has tenure. She has been there since 1999. She has been a household name versus Viola Davis getting in the door. But if you are going to say, what have you done for me lately? Because when they talked about to Monique, it was like when it came to the Netflix deal, it doesn't care about resumes and histories. It's about what have you done for me lately? Are you the top of your game today? That's why they justified not looking at Monique's long extensive resume. That's what they said to the black woman. That's what they said to her. And that's why they justified paying Amy Schumer $13 million, but they ain't even want to give Monique $1 million. And I broke that shit down. Do I think Monique should have got paid $13 million for what she offers now? No, she doesn't. But I told y'all how um she was justified in getting an average of $5 million payday. I broke it all the way down. Once again, look at that video down below. I think I averaged her out around making 4.33 to $6.25 million. I think those was the numbers off the top of my head. But once again, check out the video to confirm that. But we broke it all the way down, comparing the resumes and everything. But they said you don't supposed to go off of resumes. It's what you've done lately. Now, once again, Viola Davis is the top person in the game. Lately, her doggone numbers have been surpassing Marisha Haggerty. But you about to see what Viola Davis is getting paid compared to Marisha Haggerty. So, veteran actress and Juilliard graduate. Am I pronouncing that? Juilliard graduate Viola Davis has been a staple in the entertainment industry since the 90s, really the 80s if you go to the theater, baby. But, as far as entertainment television, the 90s, when she started numerous small roles, and, we've already mentioned that with the last article, so we'll skip all throughout that. She has earned a net worth of $12 million. Yet her counterparts that she gets compared to get paid $12 million a year for guest roles, such as darn on Julia Roberts. But this is the highest paid black woman on the darn on the call sheet. So let that sink in. That $12 million may seem like a lot of money, but compared to her white counterparts, that's very minuscule. So there's her salary. She gets paid only $250,000 per episode for How to Get Away with Murder. With 15 episodes, that's only $3.75 million a year. Now, Law and Order SVU, which at one point in time had lower viewers than How to Get Away with Murder, and now granted they did decrease Marisha Haggerty's play. She at that time was making $500,000, but that was still twice the salary of How to Get Away with Murder, even though How to Get Away with Murder was making more viewership than darn going Law and Order SVU. So let that sink in. Marisha Haggerty was getting paid twice as much money, even though her viewership was less than what Viola Davis was bringing in. And this is very reminiscent of when Monique compared her resume up to darn gone Amy Schumer, and they said, well, Amy Schumer was in a big movie and it grossed 40 some $1 million. And that's when Monique pointed out that she was in a movie with Will Packer and it also grossed 40 some $1 million. But the difference was Monique's movie grossed what? I think $45 million. No, $43 million, and it cost $25 million to make. So that was a net profit of $17 million. Now, Amy Schumer's movie grossed $45 million, which was $2 million more, but the movie cost $43 million to make, and that grossed a profit of $2 million. So if you was talking about who nets the highest worth, it would have been Monique. But people swept that under the rug. People was believing people like John Murray and Will Packer and all this, that, and the third. But now, when we have a woman who has, for the most part, played the game, ain't done shit, ain't stirred the table, and I can compare her to Marisha Haggerty, where, once again, the resume shows that she's more accoladed. This is a person who's an Emmy winning, an Oscar winner, and a two-time Tony winning actress. Marisha Haggerty has Emmys, but she does not have no Oscars. She has no Oscars, nor do she have any other awards outside of primetime television. I got my notifications on, y'all. But thank you so much, Dr. G and Miss Indigo, for the well wishes. Oh my God, and my girl JV Dessalines is on. So y'all go subscribe to her channel if y'all not familiar with her content. I'm gonna be a little bit late because I'm still wrapping this up with y'all, honey. But anyways, yeah. Now what's the excuse with darn on Viola Davis? Once again, let it make sense, darn gone Tyler Perry. And this is why the conversation is very much needed and why it needs to continue to happen. Now, where do we go from here? I honestly don't know. What I think should happen at this point in the game is you have to make your path for your own self, because obviously it's gotten to the point where black men have shown that they're not even going to help out with black women. They're actually going to perpetuate and contribute to the problem even more. Because when you have Tyler Perry, who's a billionaire and is known for employing black people and saying that I'm paying you more than what you've ever gotten paid, but you're still not paying people what they're worth. Once again, to go back to Whoopi Goldberg's accolades, based off your own words, she shouldn't have been getting paid no less than $10 million. Yet she wasn't among the highest paid actress of darn on 2018, and she was in a movie of yours. Same thing for Taraji P. Henson. Once again, Academy Award winning actress, NAACP, and everything. And since you over there on BET, now her BET award should hold some merit in your eyes. She got a BET award all the way back in 2008. Now, Tyler Perry, aren't you over there now partnered with darn on BET? So shouldn't her BET awards hold some weight with you? Inquiring minds want to know how the hell you darn gonna talk about you over there on BET, and darn gonna hear Taraji P. Henson can show that she got multiple darn on BET awards and NAACP awards, and you still paying her less than $1 million. You can't even give the girl a darn on a multi-million-dollar check. But you said if Dargon would, if Monique would have played the game, her ass was guaranteed $6 million. Now, granted, I know the Oscar for Monique was a best supporting actress role, which in the history of the Oscars, which been out for over 80 some years, only 7 to 8 women have won that. And each and every one of those women have won that for a degrading role. Nobody has won that Oscar that has been black for anything positive. Darn gone, Whoopi won that for Ghost, where she played a darn gone psychic. Darn gone, Halle Berry played that for Monster Ball, where she admitted to darn gone having sex on darn gone camera, where she was at the lowest point of her career. Lupita Nyong'o won it for playing the darn on slave, 12 Years a Slave. She didn't win it for any of her positive movies or anything of that sort. And then the list just goes on and on. Nobody has actually won it. And then, of course, Monique won it for Precious, where she played the abusive fat mother trying to encourage Gabrielle Silobe, you better take your ass down to the welfare. You think you too good for the welfare, bitch? Like, she played it for being the darn on angry black woman. But you is in a position of power where you can change the narrative for black people and show more positive imagery and darn going push us more to the forefront, but you darn gonna contributing to the problem. So when it comes to actresses like Monique and Viola Davis and Taraji P. Henson, I'm glad that they're starting to get into their own director's work, and they need to pull themselves together behind the scenes and make it away from themselves, because at this point your own black men can't even really look out for you, maybe for the exception of Spike Lee. I will give you Spike Lee, but hell, Will Packer done threw Monique under the bus. And matter of fact, in my last video, I just showed you how shady his ass is. He done teamed up with Wendy Williams to do a biopic on Wendy, but why is y'all bringing Monique into a biopic on darn gone Wendy Williams? Like, with all the shit in Wendy Williams' life, why in the hell do you even need to mention Monique? See, that's that darn old low-handed bullshit that I tell y'all about, how sometimes your own people will still darn gonna try to turn a knife in your back behind the scenes. But then when Monique darn gonna pops off, she's the one seen as the angry black woman because she's pushing it out there to the forefront. She's not doing no shit behind the scenes. She's making it known to the public. But y'all don't see the darn on low-key shit that happens to her behind the scenes, such as Will Packer being the producer of Wendy Williams' biopic, and then they darn on sliding in that Monique would be mentioned in the biopic. What for? What the fuck for? Y'all ain't darn on friends? So why can't y'all darn on admit Monique? Like, what? Why is Monique so important in your life to even mention? See, that's that darn on bullshit that I'm talking about. Darn gone keeping the darn gone pot stirring. And it's all at the black woman's darn gone demise. Like darn gone Malcolm X said, the most disrespected woman in America is the darn gone black woman. You use one black woman to darn gone try to pin down another black woman. Whoopi Goldberg trying to chastise Monique. Darn gone forcing Taraji P. Henson to be in an awkward position not to stay signed because she's getting paid more than what she's being offered, but she's not getting paid what she's darn gone worth. Whoopi Goldberg being over 30 some years in the game and having the EGOT title, yet her ass can't even say she's getting paid $2-3 million per movie, let alone 10 to 12 comparable to Meryl Streep and to female white comedians. So what needs to happen with darn gone fellow black actresses who are not trying to stab each other like crabs in a darn gone barrel, who actually want to see black people collectively climb up instead of being self-centered and for yourself like darn gone Whoopi Goldberg. I will employ, Viola Davis, Monique, Taraji P. Henson, and several other actresses such as Octavia Spencer to combine their works together and darn going come out with movies for black women by black women and help black women get to the pay equality that they deserve. Because obviously you see that certain people ain't going to help you out. Just because they've been in the industry with you a long time, just because they have your skin color, just because they come from a similar background, once they done made it up there, sometimes they darn going keep themselves where they at and don't darn going want to help out where you at. They're comfortable just giving you more than what you've ever gotten paid, but they don't want to see you step above equality above that for whatever reason. Because it's sad that we can count on our hands the top darn gone black people in our industry. Spike Lee, Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Will Packer. And then following right below them is Lee Daniels. So once again, Will Packer's, Lee Daniels, Spike Lee at the bottom three, and then Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey at the top, along with Ava DuVernay. It's a shame we can count on our hands, but if we was the darn gonna name off white producers and shit, honey, we'd be here all motherfucking day. So that's all I got on it, y'all. This video was way too long as it is. Pretty much, it feels like I'm darn gonna summarize and just beat down a dead horse, but it is what it is. I'd love to know y'all thoughts on this revision of this pay equality topic with black women. What are y'all thoughts on this about, Monique's latest interviews on Comedy Hype where she calls out Tyler Perry? And like I said, I wish she would have really called out the hypocrisy. Because once again, Whoopi Goldberg and darn gone Taraji P. Henson was on in Tyler Perry's movies this year. And did they get paid that $6 million quote that he darn gone quoted darn gone Monique on the damn phone? Even if you value the Oscar pay rate differently for Oscars that are not supporting actress, I would think just to get an Oscar in general would guarantee you a $2 million salary. I mean, come on now. And then you combine that with Emmy Awards and stuff as well. And once again, the EGOT is such a prestigious title. I would think that would be at least $10 million out the gate for darn gone Whoopi Goldberg. But once again, from what we hear through the grapevine, Whoopi Goldberg didn't even get paid $1 million for your darn gone movie. Or maybe just at $1 million. But she didn't get paid no $4, $5, $6, $10 million. Most preferably $10 million for somebody of her caliber. But once again, y'all leave y'all thoughts down below. All these articles will be down below as well, along with the previous video where I break down the Netflix scandal and what Monique's salary should have been. All that will be down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all soon with more videos. And if you disagree with this, feel free to leave those comments down below as well. We welcome disagreements over here, so leave down your constructive critiques as well. So that's it, y'all.